This is John Harrigan, founder of immortalnow.com and Qigong master. Today, in this video, we're going to talk about love and happiness, how to have love and happiness. Everyone is capable of great love, of great happiness, but it takes a little work and sometimes a lot of work. How do we go about that? The first thing is simply using your gentle will to love yourself. Using gentle will to love yourself. Simply sit down, close your eyes, eyes to nose, the tip of your nose, from the tip of your nose to your heart, in a ruby red arc. Eyes to nose, nose to heart, and think of love and simply love yourself. Love, love, and more love. Love is inside you, is everything you are. Simply love and love more. Love yourself from head to toe. It's important to do that, and you don't have to feel the love, and often you won't. Sometimes I don't. You don't have to feel the love. Often you may not. Sometimes I don't. I do a check-in. Am I feeling love? How long ago did I last feel love? If you're not feeling love, gently activate your own love, the love of your core, your soul inside. You can do it, and do it along with me. Love, love, and more love. Think of love. Think of your body in love. Think of every cell of your body being in love, with love, at peace and warm. Every part of you, all your muscles in love, all your bones, your brain, all the organs of your body, up your back, down your front, all of you in love. Fall into love and love yourself today. What does it mean, fall into love? We have a love in ourselves, I suggest, that's always there. It's infinite, unending, and strong. So fall into that love within you, that love that I suggest is in everybody. It's in the world, though we do things, humans do things, to make that love not very obvious when we act from harm, a place of harming, injuring, and killing others. Instead of doing that, act with love. We can choose to do that today. There's really never a situation or a place you can't choose to feel your own love, to have your own love. Nothing will hurt you if you activate your love. This isn't about having a successful relationship, getting the love of a mother or father who just never could really come up with that. And that's an issue that we all need to work through. Everyone. None of us got all the love we could have had that we wanted and needed, because this is a very flawed creation, and that's what the secret to immortality is about, that we teach. This is a very flawed and harsh creation where people suffer and die, and terrible things in between suffering and dying, and we can end that, and we will end it with the secret to immortality as you choose love. It's not that difficult to do. You just have to do it, and remember to do it with a gentle will. Choose to love everything, everyone, all of yourself from head to toe. Love the room that you're in. And people don't have to be nice for you to love them. You can see the good in everyone. You can see the good in people that have never felt good and never done much of anything good in their lives. You know how a mother loves her innocent child on death row? And I don't belittle the fact that there are always innocent people on death row, and that innocent people are always and have been accused in any system of justice. The system of justice anywhere, anyhow, has never been perfect, and I don't want to minimize people who are unjustly imprisoned. But let's say somebody is a really bad character and did horrible things in the world, and it just so happens they ended up in prison. Their mothers may love them and say how wonderful and what a beautiful soul they were, even some people that knew them. And those people may be completely accurate and true. But the person that did the terrible, harmful things did terrible, harmful things that day or many days, whatever, just saying we can look at anyone with love. When we have the love at our core, at ourselves, when we have the love of our soul, even for a moment, we can love everyone that has ever lived, everyone that's living, everyone that ever will live. We can love this planet, the Earth, the solar system, the universe, every universe that has ever been or will be. We can be in a state of love. There's nothing to it. We're designed to think with love, to feel with love, to act from love. We are creators, creating this reality, I suggest. But when we don't act from love, we're really messing things up. When we don't act from love, we're putting very kind of trauma-inducing instructions into the code of life, suggesting strongly, as we always do, that we are creating this physical reality. We are creating what is termed the laws of physics. There are no laws of physics. There never have been. From the perspective of a physics professor, let's say, they're simply studying what's happening. They're studying what they see, and they're describing what they see. The data from experiments, and there are mathematics that describe what they see, and mathematics based on what they see that can predict. And some physicists like Einstein and Dirac get ahead of the crowd, but they're with the crowd. They're standing on the shoulders of giants and people that discovered things before, but none of those laws of physics are laws. Like, I didn't take a ton of physics, but I did take a year of college physics and other sciences, and I love them. There are no laws of physics, actually. Physicists are just running experiments and describing what they're seeing. And if they're accurate in their theories, they will find experiments that will describe, that will observe what's happening. But the problem in physics or any experiment is to observe anything, we have to be part of it. And when we become part of something, no matter how hard we try to get away from something, I majored in psychology as well as the sciences, took a lot of statistics, research methods. We always become part of whatever we're observing, so we're never really observing what we want to observe. We're affecting it. So what I'm saying to you is forget science. The secret to immortality is not science. It's the here and now and what you're able to do and the suggestion that you do it. Love yourself. You can do that. Love the world. Get more and more into love in everything that you do. Go to immortalnow.com. Read the articles. Listen to the podcast. Go to our YouTube channel if you're not there now and listen to our YouTube videos. Get involved. We have a book you can read. We have a membership that you can join where we have a Qigong lesson every week and a unique lecture to that membership called Immortality Lab. There's tons for you to do. And when you get going a little bit with all of that, you can apply for Immortality Coaching with me or someone else farther upon the path that has a lot of experience and knows how to help you and get you where you want to go. Immortal Now has 3 parts. 1, mindfulness for immortality. 2, Qigong for lasting life. 3, immortality coaching. Go to immortalnow.com for everything that you can be. You know, we really want you to go to that website. I really want you to go to that website. Why? Because this is a mission of many lifetimes to get mass realization of how we are creating this reality and helping people to stop the harm, stop the killing, stop the hardship, stop the pain. Everybody doesn't have to do it for reality to change, just a nucleus of people. And we would love for you to be one of those people in the nucleus that are changing reality to something we prefer and would like. Benevolence, kindness, love, unending gifts, We really aren't designed to hunt down, kill and eat everything and everyone to survive. How many life forms are hunting down, killing and eating things to survive? Even unicellular animals, even bacteria and viruses. That's utterly terrible because of the harm they do to themselves and do to each other. We can't really know who we are if we're accepting death as an outcome of life. If we are unconsciously or consciously accepting death as an inevitable outcome of life, we can never reach our full potential because we're always cutting ourselves off. If you know that you're stuck here forever and things just are never going to get better unless you make them better, then you got to move, then you got to face things, then you have to do personal work. And I'm suggesting that you do that so the creation becomes lovely, kind, and good. Fall into the love of who you are. Love yourself today from head to toe. You can. The goodness of life isn't so much what's given to us by luck and fortune, but something we discover in ourselves and express. The goodness in life is what we find in ourselves and express. And even if you can't feel any goodness in yourself, and that happens, I had a period of my life, even if you can't feel anything, act as if you feel something good. Do people deserve to be treated well? I'm sure you can find somebody that really deserves to have something nice said to them. I worked with an incredible woman when I think I was about 21 or 22 in a class of autistic children for a year and a half. And I noticed that she had something good to say. She's my age, and I noticed that she had something good to say to everyone she met. And I watched that, and she said she wasn't blowing smoke. She was saying authentic things that she really felt and believed. I got to know her well. She got to know me well. And when I saw her doing this, I went, that's who I want to be. That's what I want to be like. That's how people should be. I didn't come from a background where compliments and nice words came easily. They were there in the Midwest. My friends, we all treated each other very kindly. I had a very nice group of friends growing up. But I noticed that this woman that I worked with made a really deep, realistic effort to say something nice to people. And I decided that's how I'm going to be. When we find something good in someone and we have a compliment, even if you don't like most of what they do and who they are, if you have an earnest compliment, giving that compliment from yourself changes you. And it may well change them. People that don't act nice, I don't really compliment a lot of people unless I think it's going to go somewhere. But most people can take a compliment pretty well. So acting kind, acting good from our soul, or even if that doesn't make sense to you, simply start acting kind and saying good things to people that you think deserve it. And later we can talk about how to deal with difficult people that don't have your best in mind. Then you might not want to talk to them so much, and you might want to put things into black and white and don't get mixed up with their thoughts and their emotions. The goodness of life isn't so much given to you by luck and good fortune, but something you discover in yourself and express. What we express in this life from day to day largely determines what we get. Really? What we express in life determines what we get. We create our lives foremost by what we express. How is that? It's dumb simple. A smile results in smiles. If I smile at people and nicely say hello, a lot of them are going to smile and say hello back. And they're going to feel like, oh, somebody was nice to them today and somebody cared about them. Smiles get smiles in return. Frowns get frowns in return. That's how we create this physical reality. That's how we create who we are. We create our lives foremost by what we express, by how we express ourselves. Even if you don't feel infinite love, kindness, and good within you, and you probably will. I've never known anybody that did this kind of work and didn't. If you work at finding the good in yourself and finding the good in other people. If you just do a little bit of that every day, you're going to make progress. Happiness, bliss, and love will become a part of your temperament, your actions and behaviors. When you express love and happiness, your body changes. This is health psychology. This is science. It wasn't science 50 years ago, but it is science today. When you express love and happiness, your body changes and your brain rearranges for the better, for much better. When you express love and happiness, your body changes and your brain rearranges. When you express the goodness of who you are, life goes better and people tend to like you more. It's so simple, it's dumb simple, but have you tried it? Are you practicing it every day? Are you learning to do it more and more throughout every day? The secret to immortality requires practice. We're all practicing something. Every moment of our lives, there is some dialogue we're not even hearing that's going on in our minds and our emotions. It's creating what's in front of us, what's happening. And what is the dialogue? With some coaching, immortality coaching, we'll go into that a bit. To repeat what we express in this life from day to day largely determines what we get from life. We create our lives foremost by what we express. A smile gets a smile from the world and other people. A frown gets a frown from other people. It is so simple. We're creating this physical world that we live in. That's the secret to immortality. At immortalnow.com. When you express love and happiness, your body changes, as we've shared, as I've said, your brain rearranges. Love and happiness. There, for the most part, the dialogue in our head is unconscious, we're not aware of it, but we all have dialogue. And a lot of that inner dialogue, it happened from our childhood, from our teenage years. It happened in the womb. It was passed on to us by our grandparents, our great-great-great-grandparents. Onward and onward, we have dialogue, and it sounds chaotic, and it can be, but we can quiet all that dialogue to our own dialogue. And that's in immortality coaching. We can bring all that dialogue down to a simple presence of love, where we are love, where we experience the creation of love and everything as love. You say, well, it's not all love. Well, people are making decisions not from love, yet we can dwell in love as we take part and live our lives with the secret to immortality. When you express love and happiness, your body changes, your brain rearranges. Memorize that line. When you express the goodness of who you are, life goes better and people tend to like you more. Everyone would agree, but are you practicing that? The secret to immortality, physical immortality, creating a heaven on earth, we don't need everyone to agree with us. We don't need everyone to do wonderful things. But if a nucleus of physical people living on the planet live from deep, powerful love without planning on dying somehow, consciously or unconsciously, when you have a nucleus of people that turn away from death, great things can start to happen. When you have a nucleus of physical people living on this world, choosing to turn away from death into lasting life on earth, things change, things happen. You don't need everyone to agree to that. You don't need anywhere near a majority of people on earth to do that. You just need enough people that it starts to change things. When you express love and happiness, your body changes and your brain rearranges. I don't know how many times I've said that now, but I want you to remember it. When you express the goodness of who you are, life gets better and people tend to like you more. I really would kind of memorize, at least try to remember those two lines. We're going to end the talk now with this thought. You are at the controls of your life. Yet it's easy to forget this. You can activate love. You can act from kindness, goodness, grace, enjoy. You can do that if you start to practice it. Go to our website, read articles, listen to our podcasts, listen to our YouTube videos. Just keep getting help and support. Take our course at immortalnow.com. Join our membership for a weekly class of Qigong and lecture. Just get involved and keep doing things on a daily basis. Transformation will come. It may not be instant, it usually isn't, but there will be highlights that will surprise you. Take control and love yourself today from head to toe. Love your body, mind, and soul. Bless you and keep you. You are immortal now.